We are coming to the end of our tour of the great city of Flower Mound. Flower Mound was rated the safest little city in the state of Texas. I've been practicing that. Try to say that really fast. But cool city, lots to do, tons to do. You've got Parker Square, where we shot some videos, went to breakfast. You got the Movie Eatery Grill, which is in the southern part of Flower Mound, which borders Grapevine. And inside, the Movie Eatery Grill's got everything. If you've never seen a movie in a place like this, it's going to destroy you for all other movie theaters. They don't exist any longer. And in this little area where the Movie Eatery Grill is, it's called Lakeside by DFW. You got 1845. It's a cool restaurant. Gotta go check it out. And they've got all types of other restaurants inside there. They've got a scenic area that overlooks Lake Grapevine. They have the trailhead to probably one of the most popular parks or bike trails in the DFW area. It is phenomenal. I'm a runner. I've ran it many times. The bikers control the area, meaning they're the ones that do the majority of the work taking care of the trail, and they do a great job. And they're very courteous. There's families out there walking their dogs. And that's just on the southern tip of Flower Mound. And then you travel north and you come up to the Riverwalk, which is a place in the videos that we did where I was actually running, tons of restaurants on the Riverwalk, and a really cool little community right by the hospital. And they have duplexes. They're not duplexes, they're like they're condominiums, really. They're awesome. And we went and toured some of those. And then you go all the way to the west side, and the prices pick up a little bit. And this is what I like about Flower Mound, is that there's only 75,000 people there. That's it. The average income's 189,000. But you can be a first-time home buyer in Flower Mound. No kidding. And you can also buy one of the most expensive homes in the DFW area in Flower Mound. Whether you're on Tour 18 golf course or on Bridlewood, wherever it may be. Very high-end type homes, but also very sharp first-time home buyers, investors, if you will. Flower Mound has it all and has the highest rated police department in Denton County, the highest rated fire department, the highest rated fire department in Denton County. Let's dive into the map and show you a few things about Flower Mound. Behind me is the Flower Mound, what it's named after. It's actually a mound, and it actually has tons of flowers. There's a lot of tales to Flower Mound, and there's a lot of conflicting stories of exactly why it existed. I do know this. That right there behind me is the Flower Mound. There's 175 different types of flowers in this park. At one point, this is one of the tales, that this park, this trail system went all the way up the Rio Grande Valley and through the Mississippi's all the way west into California, and somehow this trail was part of it. But who knows? I can tell you this, you can go out to the Flower Mound, and we shot some cool videos that you'll see in our vlog of the area. You can walk out there. It's very peaceful. There's some history of all the types of wildlife that live there. We actually read that off to you in our vlog. That is named after a mound that does have tons of flowers. So that part we know for a fact, but there are some other tales about the history of the actual Flower Mound. But we won't get into that. Tons of grocery shopping. They got marketplace, cool grocery area. You could stay in the city of Flower Mound and not even venture out, and you've got everything at your fingertips. Let's dive into the map. I want to show you some specific things of where it's located exactly. Like, where is the Flower Mound? Where is this area, right? Flower Mound right here. Boom. It's highlighted in red, as you can see. I'll take my pen here and just kind of go around it. This is the southern tip that I was talking about. Here's Lakeside. This is where the Movie Eatery Grill is. There's a trailhead that you can get to this incredible trail system right here. I'm talking top notch. And here's the cool thing about it. You don't even realize you're in the DFW Metroplex. You get so lost in this trail system that you forget that you're actually right next to a large city. This is a southern tip that I was talking about right here, where everything from the Movie Eatery Grill to Lakeside DFW. This is one of the major north and south roads. It's called Long Prairie. It goes all the way through Flower Mound north and south, and it goes all the way up into Denton. And then you have going east to west. This is called Main Street when you're in Louisville. This is actually Louisville right here, the red right here that shows Flower Mound. And so right here is the street, and it turns into Cross Timbers, and this runs east and west through Flower Mound. So the cool thing about this road is you can get to 35W, which is right here, and all the way over here to 35E. And I'll explain the difference between 35E and 35W. In case you've never been to Texas, it's confusing. I grew up in Houston. It made no sense to me as to why there was two roads named 35. One had a W, one had an E, but I'll explain that in a little bit. So that's the road that runs east to west, north to south, and from these two roads, you can get to absolutely everything, okay? Real quick, where in the world are we? Let's zoom out a little bit, and let's get Fort Worth and Dallas on the screen. You can see Dallas here, Fort Worth here. But how far is it? How long does it take to get to Dallas from Flower Mound. Let's just show you the actual mileage. I do have to warn you, it is 5:30 on Tuesday afternoon, so traffic's going to be a little heavier. There it is right there. I'm starting here. Let me grab my pen. Starting right here. This is Flower Mound, and you just come all the way down here through 121, all the way through 114, all the way down to 35E, and then boom, into Dallas. Again, it's 5:30 on a Tuesday afternoon, which isn't bad. It's only 41 minutes right now, and it's a 30-mile drive. That's not that bad. And the reason why is you have incredible expressways. They're called express roads. So you have normal 114, but you can also jump on these express routes, I should say, and you pay a little extra money for it, like a toll road, and you can zoom right into downtown Dallas. If it weren't 5:30, they would probably give us another option to come over here to I-35 and take 35 down, but you can see right here, look how it's all red and yellow through here. So they didn't even give us this option right now at this time of day. So boom, 41 minutes away at 5:30 on a Tuesday afternoon and 30 miles away. Okay. Now, how far away is it from Fort Worth, the great city of Fort Worth? Fort Worth is where my wife was born and raised. She is a Fort Worth girl through and through. So she would want to know where Fort Worth is compared to Flower Mound. It's 4 more miles, maybe 5, 40 minutes away. And again, there's an express route all the way down 35W. The express route runs north and south. So it's not like one side of it's shut down for part of the day. The other side's open. Both ways open all day long, 24/7. So there is Fort Worth. Inside Fort Worth, you have so much to do. Just a great city, just like Dallas. Real important for people that travel. I used to travel every single week. So where is DFW in comparison to Flower Mound? It's only 11 miles away. The reason why it's 23 minutes, you can see this red right here. Lots of red. And again, it's 5:30 on a Tuesday afternoon. So it's going to be more congested. If I am leaving and going to DFW Airport, I live right here at Lantana. This is my area right here. If I'm going to DFW, I give myself not even 30 minutes and I make it there in plenty of time. It's just the time of day. It should be a much quicker drive on normal days. So close to the airport, close to two incredible cities, Fort Worth and Dallas. If you don't want to go anywhere, you don't have to because this city has so much to offer all within itself. So here we are again. This is right here. I mentioned this earlier. This is Bridlewood Country Club. It is a public golf course. Absolutely gorgeous, well maintained. People take great care of it. You have Tour 18, not a public golf course. The reason it's Tour 18 is it takes the 18 most famous holes in golf. So I mentioned earlier you have this park area down here, this trail system, great trail system that goes through Merle Park, well taken care of. There's also another hidden little secret about Flower Mound that I even forget. When I'm out here in this part of the world, I forget it's part of Grapevine, but it's called Knob Hills Bike Trail. This is another place. You go out here and hike it, you will forget that you're in the DFW area. Here's some of the pictures on the left side. I do want to show you one thing here. Here's part of the trail system. This is probably the easiest part of the trail system. Okay, I'm a novice to beginner trail runner. I ran a 50K out here at this place, but this is probably the easiest part. It does have some tough terrain. If you're an expert trail runner, you're laughing at me saying, nah, it's easy. But if you're, beginner or whatever, here's another easy part of the trail system. Look at this. I mean, you just get lost. You literally forget you're beside DFW Airport. You're next to Fort Worth. You're next to Dallas. And what happens is when you come out of this trail system, you look around and you remember, wow, I got the city around me. But gorgeous area. They have done a phenomenal job taking care of this park system. All right, so back to great city of Flower Mound. So here we are. You can get around through it easily. Like I said earlier, east and west, you got one road that cruises all the way across Flower Mound, and then north to south right here, this is Cross Timbers, Main Street right here in Louisville. It's Main Street right here, and then it switches over to Cross Timbers right here, and then you got this road that goes all the way up into Denton, Texas. Boom. So those are your two major roads that run through Flower Mound. And then so you got Lake Louisville right here. So I mean, you're really, really close to Lake Louisville. And then of course you're on Lake Grapevine, and just tons of new development going all through here. Oh yeah, one thing about Flower Mound that I see it as a bit of a negative, a bit of a con, if you will, is part of it is in Tarrant County. Taxes are a little higher in Tarrant County than Denton County. It's not a lot. If you buy a home in Flower Mound that's on the Tarrant County side, the new home builds are offering some great deals because you're in the Tarrant County area, some move-in specials, things like that. And all the new homes that are coming all throughout here are offering phenomenal deals. You want to call me just to find out about that, and I can share that with you. I can talk to you about the HOAs and all the certain communities throughout Flower Mound. Flower Mound is another one of those cities that we've traveled in the past that it has a trail system all throughout it. You can get from Flower Mound to Denton on a trail system. It's pretty expansive. And then you can get almost all the way into Carrollton. And over the next coming years, it will actually go all the way into Carrollton. Incredible trail system for families, strollers, just getting out and about, being part of the community. It's like I said earlier, it's a great place for first-time homebuyers, all the way up to very, very expensive homes, some of the most expensive homes in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Why is it 35E and 35W? If you're not from here, like I wasn't from here, I was from Houston, Texas. I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Why do we have two roads that are the exact same? But one has a W and one has an E. Let me show you. Right here, right in Hillsboro, you're on 35. This is just flat 35. There's no E and there's no W. It's just I-35. It goes all the way to Austin, Texas, and even further south. But right when you get here to Hillsboro, it breaks up and becomes 35E east for Dallas and 35W west for Fort Worth. So it runs all the way through Fort Worth. And you see we're passing Flower Mound. See this little area right here? This is our Flower Mound right here that we've been talking about all day. And then boom, it goes up into Denton. When you get on the north side of Denton, it becomes 35 again. There's no E or W. So the same thing here. Well, here, let me start here. Same thing here. You cruise all the way through Dallas, up through 35E, or 35E, and then boom. So that's why the Metroplex has a 35E and a 35W, because it is the same numbered road. It just split up to get through Fort Worth and Dallas. I'm sure there's some crazy history behind it, but we'll just leave it at that. I know I was confused when I moved here. It made absolutely no sense to me. We had I-45 in Houston, north and south, done. So there is our map of Flower Mound. Like I have repeatedly said, there's enough to do just in the city of Flower Mound to enjoy your time there. Some of the greatest fire department, police department, like I said, rate it the safest, smallest city in the state of Texas. I said it again. I said it right at the beginning and I said it perfect. I shouldn't have gone for it twice, but I did because I've been practicing that one. That's not an easy one to say. You've got Parker Square. Hey, let's do this. How far is Parker Square from the Riverwalk? They are really close to each other. So they are. Boom, right beside each other. As you can see, here is the Riverwalk. We have tons of videos that we're showing you on that. There's some new homes on the Riverwalk. You have what I believe is one of the best hospitals in terms of customer service. Show you the actual hospital. It should pop up any second now. Medical Arts District, yeah. So it's right here. The customer service at this hospital, ER department. We had to go for a fluke thing. No big deal. No one's injured. Everyone's fine. But the ER, I'm talking, was busy, but yet everybody was courteous. The nurses were phenomenal. The doctors were phenomenal. They didn't leave us hanging. And I was like, okay, maybe this is a one-time deal. Well, we had to go back for something else. And again, same service. I don't know who's training these people. I need to go interview them and find out, because I've never been in a hospital where it just seems like everybody we ran into was on top of it. They wanted to make sure you were comfortable. They wanted to make sure you were okay. They are all about customer service, no doubt. In fact, I need to go in there and give them a rating. I forgot to do that. They have it together. Some other hospitals need to get some coaching from them. But let's back to where we were doing. 6 minutes, it's 2.3 miles away. Here's Parker Square. And there is a trail system that you can weave your way in through here and get to the Riverwalk. I've done it. I've ran it several times. You can kind of see it right here. You have to go out on a road and do some other things, go through a park over here. And then here it is right here, the Riverwalk. Parker Square is very close to the Riverwalk. Hey, how far is it? Let's find this out. It is pretty simple to get from one end of Flower Mound to the other. Like, how far is the actual distance? Let's find that out. Let's see here. So this is, let's do Heritage Park to Nob Hills. That'll give us a great all the way across, going east to west. Roanoke there, but it's Flower Mound, I can tell you that. It's almost all the way across. So that's 10 miles. You take this out right here. You got 10 miles almost all the way across the city of Flower Mound. So not real big, but yet not real small. And like I have said repeatedly, and I can't say it enough, is you can get everything done inside this city. So there is Flower Mound, the Flower Mound. Listen, if this is your first time on my channel, I want to be your Texas real estate tour guide. I want to earn your business. My team wants to earn your business. We want to help you have a very smooth move to the city of Flower Mound. We want to put you in touch with the right people. We can find out about the HOAs of all the small subdivisions. I can go over the importance of HOAs and why they're, I think, imperative in little communities. If you have tons of acreage, not so much, but when you're in a smaller community and your house is relatively close to another home, HOAs are great. However, some can run a little rogue, and we need to know who those are, and we need to know prices and things like that. And I can share all that with you. All of my information is in the description. Reach out to me. Do anything you can to say hello. We want to stay in touch with you. Subscribe to our channel. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notifications button. That way, when we're doing another tour guide of another wonderful city in the state of Texas, you'll be the first to know.